So apparently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Ufotable is actually working on a movie trilogy for this.
Oh, are they?
That's what I've been told. I've not looked it up because I'm lazy. But
Well, we'll
let's
see.
see. Ufotable Mahoutsukai. Is that a thing? Announces movie in 2021. Uh-huh.
Movie adaptation,
Teaser. It's in development. You've not given a date, though. Ufotable!
Yeah, it's
The original run,
announced,
TBA.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Someday.
Intended to be released in late 2023. You have a month and a half. I don't think you're gonna make it, my dudes.
I don't think you're gonna
You've
make
not
it,
announced
guys.
a date yet. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna make it.
They took so long making a movie that there's an English version of the game out.
Yeah, right? Jesus, get on it, though.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. I'd love to see Ufotable animate like the Snark fight.
Maybe it's gonna drop on... Let's see it drop on December 14th. It drops the same day that the Windows version drops on Steam.
Yeah, right.
It's like, bam, let's go.
Unannounced movie. Here you go.
I mean, it was announced 2 years
Well,
ago. It's just like, we haven't told you a release date. Here it is! So, you know.
Yeah, I'm expecting...
Doesn't say anything about it being a trilogy, though, here. Just that there was a film
Yeah,
that was announced. And it also says late 2023, which, again, I doubt very strongly, considering you've not announced a release date yet. But goddamn do I want to watch Aoko kill the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Soujuuro's like, I'm not sure about this house arrest thing, Aoko.
Yeah. He shot her an honest stare of disapproval.
It was the best resistance he could muster. And it wasn't in the slightest effective against Aoko's overpowering ruthless glare.
Yeah.
Like, why are you so against this, my dude? You're living with two extremely cute girls.
Well, one of them almost stabbed him, so he's probably a little apprehensive.
Yeah, and the other almost shot him to death. What's your point?
Yeah, I know.
But they're both very cute. And
They are, yes, but...
I mean, reminder, the first thing he did upon waking up in a room that he wasn't familiar with after having been nearly killed by his classmate and his classmate's roommate and a mechanical murder puppet was to look at the girl sitting there who had been the most recent thing to attempt to murder him and go, boy, she's cute.
Yeah.
That was his first reaction.
Yeah.
Was, damn, she cute though.
Yeah.
Why are you concerned about living with these people?
Oh. That sounds a little threatening.
He considered her words carefully. He wanted to openly express his feelings on the matter, but instead, he swallowed his words and shook his head. Despite his typical inability to read people's emotions, he at least seemed to understand the gravity of the situation, roughly 9.81 meters per second squared. It appeared that he had finally realized that it was his carefree mood that typically got on Aoko's nerves.
Maybe. We'll see how much he remembers that. Yeah, a little explanation will help.
いい、しずきくん。この度、あなたは私たちの監視下に置かれることになりました。しばらくはここで一緒に暮らしてもらいます。もちろん、生殺与奪の権利はこちらにあるという条件で。
Naturally.
Yeah.
Also, somehow I got Alice to agree to this.
Yeah.
Like, that's the bit I want. How did you convince Alice to let this guy live?
Well, it must have been some argument based on Shizuku's dream.
Yeah, but, like, Alice is very clearly stronger than you. So...
She must have gotten bored of fighting? I don't know.
Or she's just sad that her ploy died.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, oh, you killed my moon.
No.
The blatant tyranny in her voice caused him to sputter.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but look at that smile, though.
You can't say no to that
You
face.
protect that. You wish that you would stop smiling in an attempt to make it seem any less outrageous.
Yeah.
一緒に住むって
As long as I smile, you can't complain. that is the gist.
You know, maybe when the movie actually comes out, they'll release Aoko as a servant.
Yeah, gonna have to wait for that collab event.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Give it to me! And then we get, like, I don't know, welfare Shizuki.
Yeah,
Welfare?
I don't know.
I mean, probably not. He does kind of, with the exception of whatever the hell is going on with his neck, he seems to just be kind of a standard human so far.
So far, yeah.
Welfare Alice?
I
Welfare
doubt
Beowulf? I don't know.
I would guess 4-star Aoko, or 4-star Alice, 5-star Aoko, and that's probably it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
It wasn't the faint expectation of living under the same roof with Aoko that had him flustered. Rather, he was genuinely concerned about his own safety.
Yeah.
Regardless of how good-natured he was, it seemed he finally had come to grips with the fact that he just escaped death, like, several times over.
Yeah, it just occurred to him, huh?
Including most recently when his head concussed into the ground.
とんでもない。冬眠前の熊と一緒に暖を取るようなもんだ。
Huh.
But bears are very warm. Aoko agreed, as blunt a comparison as it was.
たまには的確な比喩をするじゃない。
Huh. Only once in a while, though.
あなたの言う通り、下手なことをしたり決まりを破ったりしたら、今度こそ息の根止めるからね。
Rule 1, no crushing on Alice, that's my job. Damn it.
それと、ここに住んでるのは私とアリスの2人だけよ。
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Where are you going with this?
私なんかより数倍常識ないから。気を
Oh.
つけないと死んじゃうぞ。
Are there dead ends in this game?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's not choices.
Right, but she's clearly threatening the possibility.
Again,
Oh.
this is where, like, I do kind of wish we had choices.
I know.
You know?
Just the dumb ways we can get Shizuki killed.
Yeah, exactly. Aoko was 100% serious. It was her sincerity that made it all the more believable.
いや。
Obviously, there was no way the victim, Soujuuro, could accept these terms.
待ってくれ。俺にはちっとも青崎がわからない。監視するって言うけど、なんでそんな話になってるんだ？考えられる範囲、悪いこととかしてないし、そもそも俺を見張っても得なことなんて一個もないし。
I mean, that makes some sense.
Incorrect. You
But-
witnessed magic.
Yeah.
That's against the magic rules.
He d-
Therefore, we have to kill you. But as
Well-
long as you're under our supervision, technically we don't have to kill you. I mean, we do eventually, but like
They
as
just
long
have
as
to
we
make-
know where you are,
As long as they can verify that he's not telling anybody.
right?
Yeah.
You see, because we're Western mages and not actual Japanese mages, we have to listen to English people.
Sure.
We have to listen to a bunch of old dudes in England who tell us how magic is supposed to work. And if we don't, they get mad and they send assassins after us.
Yeah, that part sucks.
いや、それとも魔術師っていうのは
Eh,
みんな青崎みたいなのか。
kinda?
Well, most Western mages anyway.
Yeah.
The Eastern ones just seem to be obsessed with trying to bring back the glory days of Abe no Seimei, to be honest.
Yeah.
Arrogant and selfish were the words that the harmless boy's
Ooh.
gaze seemed to imply. That does seem to describe most Western mages, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's actually pretty accurate.
I mean, Luvia, Reen, definitely young Waver.
Yeah.
I mean, older Waver,
He learned.
I mean, I'd say he was less arrogant.
He's definitely better by case files. Alexander taught him some good stuff.
He's still pretty selfish.
Yeah, he is.
He's just less arrogant. He
Right, he learned
thinks
some
he's less
humility.
hot shit after
Yes.
watching his servant get deleted in front of him.
Right.
Aoko felt a headache coming on. Due to his innate easygoing persona, Soujuuro had not thought to question that Aoko being a mage was out of the ordinary.
Right. Yeah, that's sort of the problem.
Is everyone in the city mages?
Yeah. Am I just...
んたがそういう風に誰はばかることなく
Yeah.
私たちのことを
And
言い
that's
出さない
why you're
と
under
やってんじゃない
supervision.
この常識なし
Aoko flew out of her chair. She'd been doing her best to keep her cool, but it seemed her well of patience had finally run dry.
Yeah.
Witnessing Aoko snap, Soujuuro clapped his hands together.
そうか。青崎が俺を殺そうとしたのは魔
Oh,
術師であることを
yeah.
隠さなくちゃいけないから。
All this time, I thought I was the only one with no magic.
Oh, I get it. You're one of those tsundere things that the
No.
redheaded kid was telling me about.
He's not allowed to mention that.
うん、それならわかる。監視するのは青崎の秘密のことで、俺の命云々はおまけみたいなものか。
Whoa.
Yes, she's doing you a favor by not murdering you to death.
Yeah, now he sort of understands. Oh, wow.
そりゃ本質的に言えば身も蓋もないわねその言い方
Jeez.
Okay, how would you phrase it then?
Yeah.
けど、それはあまり意味がないんじゃないか？学校もあるし、バイトだってあるんだ。一日中この家から出ないわけにはいかないんだぞ。
I mean, people will miss me, you know?
But you don't have to go to work. You're not paying to live here.
I mean, fair. Did you not think of that part?
Oh, I think she just can't believe how unimaginably stupid this child is. In an instant, Soujuro's objectivity had her stumped,
Yeah.
leaving her at a loss for words. He honestly had no idea what position he was in. To believe that he had any sort of freedom at this point was shocking, to say the least.
いや落ち着け私話が早くて
Just
やるの難しい
breathe.
Aoko somehow managed to compose herself. As a matter of fact, she never had any intention of imposing or imprisoning him. How do you figure that's gonna work?
Not sure.
Stripping him of his freedom and incarcerating him would go against their agreement anyway. Besides, if she was going to go that far, it would be easier to just kill him. I mean, that's true.
I mean, yeah, if you already have to cover up his disappearance, then, you know.
To Aoko, letting him live meant showing a modicum of respect to Soujuro's way of life.
もしかして、この部屋から出ちゃいけないのか？俺。
Do you see that fancy looking like pot with the flowers on it over there? That's called the chamber pot.
I hope he's allowed to leave.
A light bulb went on in his head as he blurted out what he was thinking. It appeared he had finally got the grim message. Aoko looked somewhat satisfied at his dismay.
大丈夫よ監禁生活なんて面倒なことだけはしないからあなたの自由はそれなりに考慮してありますそのあたりのさじ加減はアリスの手腕に任せてあるからあなたは心配しなくていいわ
Then again, considering that she failed at a bounded field that didn't stop you from finding out about all this shit in the first place.
Yeah, we'll see.
A gloomy look fell over Soujuro's face as he found his concern growing by the second.
いいあなたの処遇はこの家に住むことを前提にした監視でそれも解決策が見つかるまでの期間限定
Right.
Like what kind of a more permanent solution? Are we talking like he marries into the Aozaki family, or like what's the plan here?
So whatever the clock tower will agree to, I guess.
こっちの方がよっぽど穏便でしょだいたいこれは私とあなたとの約束なんだからいちいち文句言わないでよねただでさえアリスとの冷戦が続いてて頭痛いんだから
Yeah, I guess they're still having some disagreements.
I'm just concerned that both of these girls are now stockpiling nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
She sighed as she stared Soujuuro down as he lay on the bed.
けど勘違いはしないでここじゃあんたの地位は最下層のさらに下番犬より下なんだからあんたの生殺与奪はあの夜から私が握ってるんだから
Oh, I see.
あん
That's
たは
how it is,
私に
huh?
所有されてるようなもんなの
Alright, Taiga.
さこれで自分の立場分かった
Boy, this just took on some real Toradora vibes. As it... Excuse me?
Oh, yeah.
As Alice
Translator.
finished her declaration,
Jesus, guys.
from outside of the room.
Yeah.
Soujuuro suddenly looked up at the ceiling so she would not notice his reaction, which she couldn't do because she wasn't in the room.
Oof, guys, come on.
Guys, look, I know I make that mistake constantly, but I'm not the fucking professional translators!
Ooh. Hoping that gets a little cleaned up for PC.
No, probably not.
Probably not. Maybe a model happens.
This has been out for like a while on PS4 and Switch, and it's not fixed.
Yeah.
So, you know. He meant no offense to Aoko, but he had to hide the fact that he fundamentally disagreed with her analogy. In Soujuro's opinion, it was disrespectful to both dogs and humans to call him lower than a dog. A more accurate analogy of their power dynamic would be that of a rabbit and a wild boar. Hence, why he chose not to voice his opinion.
Yeah, calling her a boar wouldn't go over well.
Unlike his apartment, the ceiling here was decorated with ornate patterns. Putting aside how he would be treated here, in terms of lodging, it was a definite upgrade. Maybe it wouldn't be all that bad. Soujuuro nodded slowly, as if to persuade himself. And...
とりあえず命は助けてあげるから。
that's what she'd told him, not 2 days ago.
あまり納得したくないけど、自分の立場は分かったよ。うん。確かにそんな約束だった。いろいろと言いたいことはあるけど、それは認めるしかない。だけど、君たちと一緒に住めっていうのは本気なのか？青崎は細かいことは気にしないとしても、さっきの子は嫌がりそうだし、俺だって少しは。
At that point, he zipped his lips.
うん。
Aoko's eyes were tinged with bloodlust.
あら、しずきくんはご不満？
Her contrived smile, so obviously forced, struck despair into Soujuro's heart. Come to think of it, he vaguely recalled her warning him to not make her repeat herself. Furthermore, as a practical matter, Soujuro Shizuki's life was now in the hands of Aoko Ozaki. It would be unwise to anger her further, he told himself, as if speaking to a third person.
Yeah.
いや、別に。だってそれ以外ないんだろ。
None!
Yes.
Said Aoko, with
Yeah.
a firm nod of her head.
Yeah.
Soujuro slumped his shoulders in surrender.
青崎の言い分は分かった。ただ、一応聞いておきたいんだけど、俺の人権はどこに行ってしまったんだろう。
Define human rights?
I already told you. You're less than a dog here. You have less than dog rights.
バカね。そんな形のないものなんて初めからあるわけないでし
Oh
ょ。
man.
つまんないこと言わない。
Damn. That was a quick response.
Soujuro reflected upon her answer, now feeling like his question was, indeed, stupid. He should have already known the answer before he asked.
ああ、だと思った。そんな気はしてたんだ。目が覚める前から。
ん？
Yeah.
His muttering provoked a dubious stare from Aoko before she quickly retracted it. If she questioned every little thing he said, they would be there until sundown.
とにかく納得いったみたいね。じゃあ次、いよいよ本題。今に移動するわよ。説明しなくちゃいけないことが山ほどあるんだから。
Okay.
で、一人で立てる？
さっきから手を動かしてたから、血は巡ってる。歩くぐらいならいけそうだ。
I'm not sure that those things are equivalent, Soujuuro. Not sure
well,
being able to move your hands implies you can move your
try
legs.
wiggling your toes.
Have you never heard of like a, a paraplegic?
Maybe not. He lived in the mountains all his life.
そ、なら問題ないわね。
And with that, she turned her back and walked away from him. Wait, Aoko, I don't know where the drawing room is.
Yeah. I think you're supposed to follow her, dude.
He had seen this bold form of hers many times before. Instantly, the memories flashed back to him like lightning.
そうだった。青崎はこういうやつだっ
The
た。
one from that school tour?
Without knowing it, he cracked a smile. He was so lost that he didn't know his left from his right, but recalling this alone was enough to calm him. The Aoko he knew was different from the one in the House of Mirrors. She wasn't that brooding girl he saw there. He felt a pang of nostalgia. The Aoko he knew was brisk in movement and unfaltering in gaze, just like this one. She was the same as when he first met her, moody yet overflowing with confidence. In her element.